Justin's a loser, always has been.
Stephanie, I'm complying with the rules. I'm complying with the rules in advance. Point final.
Well, that was awkward. Mark Carney, former Bank of Canada governor and World Economic Forum insider, did not look too happy when he was asked by a reporter about his financial interests. Let's get right into it.
Madam.
Mr. Carney, Stephanie Levitz with Globe and Mail. We understand that you have now placed your assets in a blind trust, so you don't know what's happening to them going forward, but you knew what they were going into that blind trust. So what are they?
Look, Stephanie, I follow the rules of the Ethics Commissioner. I'm following them well in advance of any of the requirements, as you know, because I know you know this. You know that these requirements come into effect in months.
Now, there's a lot of Canadians that want to know Mark Carney's financial interests before an election because it helps them understand if there are any conflicts of interest.
We're here today because Mark Carney has failed to come clean with Canadians about his financial interests and his conflicts of interest. Now, we know that he's had opportunities to do that and has failed to. He hasn't answered media questions fully or honestly.
And people should be asking, we need to know if he's going to make decisions based on the regular Canadian person, or is it going to be for the rich, him and his elite friends?
We're talking days after I became Prime Minister. So I'm complying with the rules of the Ethics Commissioner, going through the processes and all those things that are necessary. And I will remind you, and I'll remind Canadians again.
Now, he seems to be acting like he just doesn't understand. You know, I keep hearing from all my other social media accounts how intelligent this man is. He's such a genius, but he can't understand this? I don't believe it. He just doesn't want us to know.
That the Leader of the Opposition cannot find it. And look, you look at the questions this evening, you look at the nature of the discussions, look at the nature of discussions I had with the President of France, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. The Leader of the Opposition would not be capable of having those discussions because the Leader of Opposition refuses to get his security clearance, something that it took me a few weeks to get.
Now, Carney acts like he doesn't know why, but if Pierre were to get this high-level security clearance, he's not going to be able to talk about certain government issues. He'd be forced to keep secrets from Canadians, even if he wanted to speak out. Without the clearance, he can just tell the truth without any restrictions.
Leader Pierre Poilievre made it clear why he would not take part in classified briefings.
We're not going to allow the government to silence leaders of the opposition by swearing them to secrecy on this matter of grave public importance.
The rules say that those assets should be publicly disclosed within 100